Hit record. Welcome everybody to the Webuild Leaders Wednesday night call. We have Christina Delgado with us tonight on this call, and I'm super stoked because she's going to be sharing her tips and strategies for what's really been helping her excel in her business with my econ, and also sharing some tips on really how to properly goal set or set goals, right? So I did prepare a little presentation, but I really feel like I'm usually better at just kind of, I have things prepared and then I'm just better at just kind of speaking, like just right off the cuff. Like I can't do the whole, like I'll show you guys my presentation that I have here. It's like all set up, guys, you know, goal setting, the whole nine. But I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see?
Wow, that looks, can you hear me, Marcy? Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks really good. Go ahead, start it off and I'll piggyback off of you.
Okay.
And, yeah, that looks
okay. Awesome.
good.
Cool. So goal setting, guys. So really the reason I wanted to touch on goal setting is because there's so many people, so many of us that have started, well, not me included, but a lot of you guys that I know personally that I've talked to, that have started with my econ, you've started in online marketing, and you really kind of don't know like where you're headed yet. Like, you know, it's a credit repair system, you know, you got to get started with it, but it's still kind of, you know, not clear. And that the reason that is because of course you haven't set goals. So one of the reasons that goal setting is so important for any team or any business to be successful is really because if you don't know where you're going, you're kind of just going to go through every day aimlessly. So it is important to work you know, with your team, with leaders, advisors. I have like, you know, pretty much a lot of people that I follow in the online space, but it's really important to work with your upline, your sponsor, or your team members in establishing what your goals really are, okay? And you wanna spend an adequate amount of time just brainstorming, you know, what is gonna get you to that next level in your business, okay? What's gonna get you to that next level even in life? You know, some of you guys, aside from business, you may have some personal goals, you may have some health and wellness goals, but the thing is one thing is having those goals and then not taking action on those goals. And then the other aspect is some of you guys don't even have goals to begin with, right? So basically what I wanted to talk about is setting SMART goals. Now, to me, you know, what SMART means in this case is the S in SMART stands for being specific, okay? This is really where you're gonna be able to get specific and clear on the direction, you know, that you're going to be going into. So if you can get super specific with the goals that you're trying to accomplish in your business, for example, okay, I say when it comes to my econ, right, my goal every day is to make sure that I close, let's say 1 to 3 sales a day, right? On a weekly basis, my goal is to make sure that I bring in at least 10 to 15 people into the team. I mean, that's a goal. Now, the other thing with that too is you guys want to make sure that it's measurable. So that's what the M stands for in SMART. You know, it helps you create an objective to reach that goal. And then of course, guys, in conjunction to that, you want to make sure that you're setting these specific goals, you're making sure that they're measurable, you're setting the objectives for them, but that you're also taking action, okay? And so even if you have pen and paper in hand, you decide, okay, let me get specific. I want to close 3 sales a day, or I want to, you know, start going through the training, getting my letters printed out. I want to start going through my credit report, start marking off the items that I want to dispute, you know, all these different things that you jot down. It's not going to do any good just being on that paper. You have to actually take action in every, you know, in those specific goals that you've set. And then, of course, you want to be realistic. That's what the R stands for in SMART. Now, realistic means that they need to be some like obtainable. You know, it needs to be goals that you can obtain. Let's say you just got started. I'm not expecting for you, especially if you're brand new in the online space, to, you know, I mean, it's possible. I mean, you don't want to limit yourself either. It's possible. It just depends on how hard you work and the time that you put in to speaking to people and connecting with people. But be realistic with your goals. You know, like if you're just getting started, I would say make it your goal to talk to 5 people a day. Out of those 5 people, if you follow up with them on a Friday, you know, let's say out of those 5 people, you bring 1 person into your business every day. You know, so it's important for you guys to remember that, you know, don't be hard on yourselves. I see a lot of you guys that get very discouraged You're like, Marcy, I'm doing everything that I can. I'm talking to people, I'm posting, but nothing's happening. And then you guys get discouraged because you maybe came in expecting that you were going to make, $500 to $1,000 like your first week, or, and you just got to understand that it takes time, so set realistic goals. And then in regards to my econ, I recommend that obviously you guys get started with the strategies, and maybe set goals with that first, and then let the results speak for itself. And the other thing too is you guys want to set a timeline. So for example, right now as a team, the goal right now within the team is we want to get all those EVPs ranked to EVP gold. We want you guys ranked. I mean, there's so many of you guys that are literally at the cusp. Like you're literally 1 sign-up, 2 sign-ups away from hitting that next rank. So making sure that, like right now, the requirement for EVP Gold is 8 active members, right? We have until the 28th. You guys have until the 28th of this month to get 8 people active in your organization to hit that gold. Of course, no more than 5 coming from your generational 1. But the thing is if you guys remind yourselves, like, listen, the 28th, I have this amount of time to hit that rank, so that's why it's important. And not just maybe when in regards to my econ, putting that time limit on you. Maybe you can shorten that time and saying, no, within the next week, I want to make sure that I, hit that rank, or 2 weeks or whatever, depending on how far off you are. Now, I know Christina can go into a little bit more detail, but I don't want to make it too long, so I'm going to just kind of rush through this a little bit. Now, the steps for goal setting, okay? Choose specific ones from the brainstorm list that you actually want to work on. So let's say you've brainstormed, a couple goals that you have, a couple things that you want to work on. Choose the ones that I would say, there's a lot of people right now that of course have multiple streams. Like I've heard of people saying, well, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I've got my econ, I've got this, I've got that. Obviously for each business, you have specific goals. I will recommend, honestly, in order to eliminate getting so overwhelmed, choose those specific ones that you want to primarily focus on, whether it's, 1 or 2 of the business opportunities. You kind of have to make that decision as to which ones are important for you right now, and then set a time limit. Like let's say, like my goal is I'm going to hit platinum. My goal is in the next 3 months or even less, I want to be able to hit platinum and make that my goal. And that's my econ. So once I've moved from my econ, I've reached that goal. Next step is, okay, let's buckle up on Easy One Up, and let's start, making some moves there. So you guys, instead of doing everything all at once, pick your specific or primary businesses, of course, within the various opportunities that you are invested in, and really decide which ones you want to start like really going hard with, and then just focus on those, Of course, the next one is determine and create objectives for each goal. This involves creating a plan of action, okay? Is everybody still with me? Like, did I lose anybody yet? I don't know if there's any questions or anything. Sharice, thanks for hopping on, girl. I see you on as well. Is everybody still with me?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So yeah, just determining an action plan, a plan of action. One thing is, let me take a look. I see this in chat. One thing is, setting the goals, but then not knowing what it's going to take for you to get there. Okay. So that's the biggest thing and see, this is kind of overview stuff, guys. Like we can go into so much detail with this. I feel that when it comes to getting really nitty gritty and into it, it's better for you to message me so we can just set up like a strategy call. But I really want to give you guys kind of like an overview of, what are some of the things that you want to start like thinking about, when setting your goals. Also move into action and make sure to follow through, guys. That's so important. If this does not occur, goals cannot be achieved. Goals are worth nothing, like I said again, if it's just sitting there on a piece of paper. So taking action is, I would say, probably one of the hardest things, for most people to do, because it's always like, I don't have the time, or something came up, life happens, things like that. You might have a plan of action in place for like the next week ahead and saying, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to make sure that I post nothing but motivation on my timeline. This is just an example. Now, Wednesday comes around, something happens, like just life happens, and then maybe you're not as motivated and you don't feel like you want to post motivation, but you just got to stick with it, and you just got to keep those goals in front of you and say, no matter what happens, I'm going to make sure I follow through with these goals, even if life kind of throws me off, you know? Put your goals in writing, guys, and give them out to your team. Like, what is really good is if you're setting also goals with your downline. And I've always said this, if you guys have, you know, even a small little bit of downline, I mean, it's important to always check in with them, things like that. Make sure that they're also on the right path, you know, with their goals and stuff. So also choose, and I don't know, this is a brainstorm list. The reason I put brainstorm list, guys, is because there's a lot of you guys that, again, have various businesses, and I've been talking to you guys individually, and a lot of you guys have been just brainstorming different ideas for each business. You guys have developed your lists. So those of you guys that are watching and listening, you know who you are. But the next slide here just really talks about the difficulties, okay, that may come along with setting goals. You know, goals are extremely important to make, but they're also quite difficult to implicitly make, okay? It is easy to have an understanding, you know, of what you think goals may be, have them in writing, follow the guidelines, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And it also takes a lot of time, and it can be hard, you know, especially as a team, because if we as a team have a goal and we say, okay, we're going to make sure everybody hits EVP gold before June 28th, you know, like everybody has to be on board. It's kind of difficult to accomplish that goal as a team if not everybody's on board. I mean, we can make do and make it happen with those people that really, really want it, those people that show up. But it's important for you guys to also get your members and your downlines on board. All right. Don't get discouraged though, guys. Creating these goals are so important for your success. It is important for the group. It is important for your business and the team, and ultimately will be worth pushing through any obstacles that arise along the way. All right. So here are just 10 main benefits, guys, that I listed to goal setting. Number one, it improves your self-image. I mean, you feel great, you know, and you know you're in control of it. Like you're like, okay, I got goals. Like you feel like I'm in control of my life now. Like there's some order here. I'm not just waking up every day like aimlessly, like, all right, it's on paper. That's step number one, right? Second thing is that it makes you aware of your strengths. So when you actually follow through, you start to realize like, wow, like I got this, I can do this, you know, which can be used to overcome obstacles and provide solutions to problems. So when you start recognizing that, you know, you actually have the innate ability to follow through with goals, it just pushes you even more. I don't know if you guys have ever felt that, but it does that for me. It also makes you aware of your weaknesses so that you can begin to improve on them and make them into your strengths. And then, of course, number four, it gives you a sense of past victories and provides a stimulus for present success. I don't know if any of you guys, like, you know, I remember, like, and I like to go back to my weight loss journey. Like, when I was basically, like, so active and involved, I had goals. Like, it's crazy. I became obsessed. And that's what you guys need to start thinking about, is you really have to become obsessed with not so much, like, how do I say this? Like the money, or yeah, you become obsessed with my econ, but you become obsessed with helping people. Like if you become obsessed with something, right, and you just let it consume you, it's like inevitable that you're like literally going to see success. And that's how I was with the weight loss journey. It's like I had to become obsessed with the process. I had to become obsessed with feeling better, feeling good about myself. And so like when I set these goals, like for my business, it really takes me even back to like when I was so successful in my weight loss journey before. And also helps you visualize, plans action to achieve goals you set and then carry them out. Number 6, it gives you a track to run on so you can see where you're going and what you have to do. All right. And it forces you to set priorities. Priorities establish direction to your pursuit. So I can dive deeper into these guys, but it's been already 21 minutes. I really want Christina to also kind of share what she's got, you know, up her sleeve there. Number 8, defines reality and separates it from wishful thinking. Oh my gosh. How much time do you spend daydreaming? Like Oh my gosh.
Hopefully not too much time daydreaming, okay?
Seriously, because it's not like, there's no point in like daydreaming. Like we can sit there and wish, oh my gosh, we're gonna own this house. We're gonna, and that's great, guys, to visualize.
Snap out of that damn daydream and go do something about it. You need
and go do something. Exactly.
Catch yourself and just be like, okay, what am I gonna do to get to that dream? And, take it out of my head as a dream and make it reality, basically.
Exactly. I remember like aunties and uncles used to do that all the time, and they would be like, like just daydreaming of like winning the lottery and stuff. And I'm just,
gosh.
I was just like, and it's all I ever did. Like, it's great.
So much money. They're spending so much money every day. They're dedicated. I remember back in the day, my mom used to go with like 20 different numbers.
Yeah.
And then she used to sometimes send me, because like I was cool with I was underage, but the guy at the bodega, he knew my mom. He knew us. Yeah. So he'll be like, oh, this is for your mom. And then I'll be like, dollar straight, dollar box, all of that shit. You guys know what it is. You're like, oh, and it was just like, I know she won a few times, but I could just imagine how much she lost.
Yeah.
Like, in trying to win. You know what I mean? Exactly. And so many people are just doing the same thing. They're just like, here, wishful thinking, but they could take that $20 and go invest it in a business to start their own, and they won't do it. It's this vicious cycle, and it's really hard to get people out of their old ways and to see new things, right? So let's not waste time with the people that are so difficult to convince.
And I love that. Let me stop sharing. She's getting into it.
I hate trying to convince somebody. Like once they ask me in different ways, like a negative kind of way, oh, is this a scam? I've been scammed before. And if they just keep at it with the negative, I'm like, look, I'm sorry. I'm not here to convince you. I hope everything works out for you. I hope you enjoy, what you're doing. And that's it. Keep it moving. You can't stay there and then dwell on it and be like, oh, what did I do wrong? Because you didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. Sometimes it's the approach on how you approach them. If you're just trying to look for the money and look for the sale right away, that they feel that. I hate when people come into my inbox. I already know as a marketer how they're going to approach me and things like that. And you can stop yourself from looking like a fool real quick. You know what I mean? Once you see that the person isn't really engaging that much or really isn't interested, or they never even asked you about what you do.
Yeah.
They never even asked you for your link, but you're, here, quick to go send it to them. That's spamming. You don't ever want to do that. You don't ever want to send them your link right away, guys. That's a no-no. Okay, have a conversation. Build a relationship with people. That way, even like ask them, how you doing out of nowhere? How's your day going? I see you got kids. You have a beautiful family. Give them a compliment. Give them a compliment and show, I have children too. I don't know, what are they into? Something that you saw on their page that now you accepted their friend request. What made you accept their friend request? I see that you're a like-minded person. I like what you post on your page. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your content. Okay? Keep in mind who you talked to already, right? Hit them up the next day. But while you're doing this is building the relationship day by day, right? But since you're building the relationship with them and having a communication on Facebook is now going to realize that you're communicating with this person, and they're going to put your post in their face now. But if you're not posting anything, if you're not posting any of the benefits of my econ, posting any results that you increase your credit score by even 30 points, or posting what the leaders are making, or posting even what, ordinary people are making. Because I'm an ordinary person. There's nothing special about me. There's nothing special about me. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have Facebook, right? We all have the access to my econ and their knowledge, right? So look at my page and look at your page, and see if I'm being consistent, Check the dates I'm posting, and you'll notice there's a post for almost every day. And if there wasn't, it's because I need to let the algorithm work, because sometimes I may have posted a little bit too much, and then not enough people got to see what I posted. So you just need to know how to, manage your posting. And if you feel like you posted too much that one day, give it a break for one day so that people could catch up and they could give you more engagement. Okay? And when they engage on your post, guys, go and comment, say thank you, and tag their name. Okay? Because now when you tag their name, you're more likely to increase your audience. When you tag their name and say thank you, Marcy, guess who's going to see it? Odie's going to see it now. Because she's connected with Odie. Odie's my friend too. So now you're getting your post back up to the news feed, okay? So it's going to give more chances from different people now to see what you have to offer. So it's a whole strategy game, guys. And you don't want to just post business. And you do not want to just post your link out there, because Facebook will ban your link. If you don't have it masked the right way, if you're just throwing out your raw link, they'll just not let you send it anymore because they think it's spammy. Or somebody, if you're sending it too much in the mail, in the messenger, they'll report it as spam. So that's why I'm telling you to build a relationship first. And trust me, people will start coming around. So I know we talked about the goals. So with the goals, man, because I had a pattern of how I was gonna explain it, and I just jumped into.
You just flowed. That's what happens, though.
So basically, with my goals, guys, I write them down in detail. How much I want to make, when I want to make it, what month I want to make it, what year I want to make it, put whatever time you want to make it. You know what I mean? You have to be detailed. You have to have a clear vision of where you want to go. Why did you join my econ? Why did you join any business that you're a part of? Why are you on this team right now? You don't know? Like, if you don't know, that's a problem. But don't worry, we're here. We're going to help you to find that out. That's why you're on this call right now, right? So just go and apply. Okay, so you have to put yourself out there. Okay, you're on the training now, right? But if you don't take notes down, and if you don't apply what you learn or apply what we tell you, nothing is going to change, right? Nothing is going to change. You have to take action. So I want you to ask yourself, what rank do you want to be at? Do you want to reach EVP? Be realistic. You can't set your goal to reach infinity and you haven't even reached EVP. You can't set your goal to be platinum and you haven't even reached gold. So that's what she meant by be realistic. You can't say, I want to make $100,000 by next month. That's not realistic. Have you made $5,000 in 1 month? Have you made even $1,000 in 1 month?
Or $100.
Or $100. I'm sorry, I'm thinking thousands, okay?
No, I hear you, girl. You got six-figure earner, though. You got multiple six-figure earner. It's all good.
I just realized, I'm saying thousands, but what about $50? What about your first $20 online, right? Because we get 100% commissions for our referrals brought into my econ. And if you're charging $20, that's what you're going to get, right? So once you reach that goal, once you reach that $20, I reached that goal. Yes, it's possible. It's possible now, right? Because how about if you say, I want to reach $5,000, right? And you make $50, you made $100, and you're not even celebrating your little micro wins. You're not selling your little micro wins to get to that macro win, that huge one. You know what I mean? And I learned about that micro and macro wins by Lisa Nichols. She talks about that a lot. You have to really take it step by step, and you can't rush it. It's like being pregnant, you know what I mean? And you give birth. You can't expect them just
That's
to
a
like
great comparison.
run out your.
You have a lot of mommies on here.
You know, you can't expect them to just know how to run and walk on their own and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. It takes time and consistency and nurturing. You got to nurture your business and develop a passion for it. Okay? Because when I first joined my econ, you think I was like, oh, yeah, passionate. No, I saw results, but I had to, you know, connect with people. I had to set up a plan. I had to, you know, get on a call. I get on calls till this day with people that are interested in joining my business because it's worth it. It's worth it for me. It's worth it for me to sit on that call and hear their voice so they could hear my tone and they could hear that I'm passionate about what I'm saying and that I have sympathy for what empathy, not really sympathy. I don't want to feel sorry for people, but I understand what they're going through and I understand their skepticism. But look, this is the results. This is the proof. This is the, you know what I mean? My econ has been around for 14 years. They have an A+ Better Business Bureau. They're helping thousands of people to become financially free, educated. There's so many things. They're a debt-free company. What do you want? They pay out 100% commissions. All their products and services that they provide, right? So you want to go into my econ. Don't expect to just make money right away. Go in, get your results. Do you need to increase your credit? If you're working on that, express your excitement about getting your results on Facebook. Express your excitement that you're on this journey to financial freedom with this amazing team. You're not alone. Utilize what Marcy has in place in the team. Utilize what the Team Takeover has, because I know you guys are a part of Team Takeover as well. Utilize what my income club, if you don't have the system yet, you need a system. You need a system. Dive into it. It's a free system, guys. Set everything up and utilize. They have emails. If you don't know how to write your own emails, email marketing is so important. You can make so much money by following up with people through the email list. And if you don't have one yet, that's what my income club is for. It's going to help you to build that email list and capture all those emails. Okay? If for your credit score, guys, have a goal. What do you want to reach? Have a realistic goal, right? But not only have a goal, we're doing a 5-day credit repair challenge. Can I see a raise of hands if anybody's in the 5-day credit repair? Anybody? Yes, awesome. Oh, smart people here. I hope we're on day 3 of that challenge, and I hope you guys been taking notes.
There's a lot of good information.
Oh my God, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. And I love the instructor and how he's breaking things down.
And this is knowledge that if you think about it, they can even take this knowledge and do a short, like little, live.
Yes.
You can go live on your page and say, hey guys, so I just learned, you know what I mean? Like 3 key tips. Ooh. You got to listen to me right now because this is going to help you. And it's free nuggets that you're giving. And you go live and you share it, or you make a post about it and you share it, you know? And then that also helps people, you know, like understand, oh, okay, well, all right, she knows what she's talking about. She's really in it, you know, she's learning. So that's a good thing. So that's just some content. Because again, it's all about giving value too, right, Christina, like on your timeline. And
and you can find value tips, guys, if you're not a guru marketer and if you don't know really how to provide value. Just go on Google, go on and type in marketing strategy tips.
And if they have easy
images and press image, I'm sorry, Marcy, press image, and then all these images are going to come up and they have like already prepared tips. And you go on Facebook and you act like you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
You basically just,
But
like making it your own. Yeah.
you're making it your own. But I'm talking about a newbie. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Take the tips that you've heard leaders say before, not some crazy shit that you can't even accomplish yourself. Like you have no idea this is Chinese to you. No,
Funnels.
just like basic information, to help people market online.
Mm.
Little basic tips, you
Mm-hmm.
know, on how to increase their engagement on Facebook. You can search up
Mm.
how to increase your engagement on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and then on Google, and they'll give you all of these tips.
Mm.
So you don't always
Good.
have to be pushing value, but you do want to put some value in there.
Yeah.
And
That's
if you
good.
don't want to go on live, make a little video. Don't look at it too much. Because if you keep looking at it, you're gonna overthink it. Oh my God, look at my hair. Oh my God, my eyes. Oh whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to overthink it. What you can't be so like ready. You have to make mistakes, fail forward. You have to
Yeah.
fail forward. And if people don't like what they see, oh well, try a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
Try a different approach, and don't don't forget about your goal. Don't get distracted, because if you talk to 10 people a day, most likely out of 10 people, one person is going to sign up with you, or 20 people a day. It's a numbers game, because you got to get through the no's to get to the yes. You got to get through the no's, because not everybody's no. We're on Facebook, guys. People are on here just for entertainment. They're on here just to be like entertained and to spread, put their business out there, or but you have to uh distract them, and stop there and catch their attention, make it worth it for them, and do something like, I don't know, just be creative.
Mm-hmm.
Do what's working for the leaders. If you don't know what to post, if you don't know, you don't have to invent the wheel. One of our business partners, Diel Snetty Pilgrim, he even says it himself. He's the best copycat, because he's copied my husband. He didn't even reinvent the wheel, but he's okay. Alfredo's gonna post a picture working outside in his backyard. Okay, it worked for him. I'm gonna go and do the same thing. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Little things like that has helped Diel Snetty to reach 6 figures, on his way to reach 7 figures, just by mimicking his mentor.
Mm-hmm. I did a lot of that, and now I'm like, I did a lot of that, like just copying. Like I was a good copycat. And then when Odie came in, she did really well with posting like work from home groups. And sometimes I would look at her posts and I'm like, where do you find this stuff? Like, wow, this is good. And I'm like, I'm surprised. And she's like, girl, you just got to search Facebook. Just search for it. You got to look for it, And it's crazy. Like, and
That's
it's just one
awesome.
of those things. And the next thing you know, it becomes second nature, because then
Yes.
you follow them, you follow the leader so much that like you kind of put your own spin on it, and like when to
Right.
post, how to post, that kind of
Right.
thing.
In the beginning, you're going to be the copycat. I'm not saying to stay like that. I'm just saying, if you don't let that stop you from not posting. Don't let that stop you from getting out there. Utilize your mentors, utilize the leaders, and do what they're doing. But then you're going to learn and get the hang of it and start putting your own together. And then they're going to want to be copying off your post. You know what I mean? And they're going to want to be sharing how you went and approached the situation, because we always looking for innovative ways to market. We're always looking for different ways to, just be creative and not always promote the same kind of way,
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, when you do talk to people, it's all about your approach, like I was saying, right? So you just say, like, a lot of times what I do is, when I get a friend request, I thank them for sending me a friend request, and I say, how you doing? And I say, just curious, how did you find out about me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, leave the stage open for them to reply. And if they don't reply in like in an engaging way, then I know, okay, let me lay off of them. I'm not going to be like pushy. But sometimes you do have to be aggressive. You know, you do have to be aggressive, and because then people are not going to, I don't know, people are not going to take action right away. You got to create like a sense of urgency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just say like, hey, and then thank them for sending the friend request. Or if you sent the friend request, thank them for accepting. Compliment them on their page or something that you liked in their page, and then ask them when they start to conversate with you. It's gonna go like, how you doing? How's your day? Whatever, and then be like, oh, what do you do? Just get down to it. Get down to the point.
That's what I do. What do you do?
And then either they're going to tell you or they're not. And if okay, how do you like that job? You know, like, how long have you been in it? That's awesome. And then they're most likely going to ask you now, what do you do? Because they see your page, you know, they see you posting. Now they want to hear it from you, you know? And then you could just tell them, I'm into online marketing. You know, I build teams and I help people to increase their cash flow and increase their credit score. And some of these people have been able to increase their cash flow from $200 to $500. Do you know anybody that's interested in doing that or increasing their credit score? Somewhere, not in that order, but that's my goal. Do you know anyone that is interested in increasing their paychecks from $200 to $500 at their current job? Or do you know anyone that wants to repair their credit and reach a 750 to 850 credit score? Some people are like, hell yeah, me. I want to do that. They like that. They're like that. And then what does that? Now you're giving them something that they need without even, they don't even know. They didn't even know that that's what you're trying to do. Because of how you approached it. Who doesn't want an extra $200 to $500 in their paycheck? Who doesn't want a $750 and $8? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay, and then with this 5-day credit repair was a great opportunity for you guys to go ahead and add them in for free to the group, give them value first, and so that they could be excited to keep moving. Keep moving. I learned so much, and all I got to do is pay this to get in and keep going and join that 850 credit club. I'm in it, you know. So do that. I hope that, you know, that helped. Follow up. You know, the sale, they always say it. The sale is in the follow up because sometimes people are cooking at the time. Maybe they had to pick up their kids at the time. Maybe they just forgot because life is crazy sometimes. Hit them up and mark their name that you need to follow up with them.
Or keep a spreadsheet. That's something that helps me. Just keep a spreadsheet. Keep a spreadsheet, even if you want to. Or on your phone too.
Notebook on your phone.
Yeah.
Your notes on your phone, and then every week go through it, follow up with them. Okay. Hey, you said you were interested. Are you still interested in increasing your cash flow and learning our income shifting strategies? Learn the lingo. Go in the back office, guys. There's a lot of videos, and there's I think a video that has a script like on how to really approach somebody, and not just approach it on like making money, like the lifestyle and things like how we approach it, but more like income shifting, you know, increasing your credit score, credit repair, you know, that kind of terminology. Leading with the product, yeah, because I know there's a few of you guys that have talked to me about that, and leading more with the product than the money making opportunity, because then you can always turn those customers into associates, right? Right. So like that's a really great tip right there, Christina, because there's even within that My Econ back office, it's under the first tab, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's under the Get Started tab. Those videos are very helpful. Take time to go through them, guys. And if you're lost, They and keep listening to them so you could get it embedded in your head, and it becomes natural to speak about the opportunity. It becomes very natural. Like, I'm so passionate about it. Like, I wake up every day so passionate about telling people about my econ, and I'm proud to, because they just have so much that's helping others, you know, all over, not just like making money with the opportunity referring people, but you know, the credit and saving money and everything like that is just really beneficial, and you should be proud to represent this company as well without hesitation, because there's a lot of companies out here that you don't want to represent for too long. They're gonna fall into, I don't know, they're gonna, you know, fall eventually, because I've seen how companies come and go all the time, and I know my econ is definitely here to stay. Is definitely here to stay 100%. And when people tell you like, oh, is this a scam? I've been, you know, in other companies before and it never worked out. You gotta have empathy. You gotta say, I understand that you think it's a scam, but then you decide what else you want to tell them that's gonna, you know, convince them or reassure them that's not what you're here for. Let them know that you have a reputation and you don't want to jeopardize that. This is a 100% legit opportunity. And then you leave it up to them. You know, if you're serious about it, let me know. I'll send you some more info. You know, you just, it's all in the wording too. And don't overthink it. Sometimes we overthink it, you know. But the things that I do to keep myself motivated in the mornings and things like that, don't just jump on Facebook right away. Unless you had your, you know, your post ready that night before and you ready to go, put it out there. But don't just jump on right away. It's always good to get your mind ready for and prepared for the day, so you can have a positive attitude and so that you can bring positivity to you and attract what you want in your life. Call it into your life, claim it into your life every morning. Be thankful that you woke up, and I say it all the time, be thankful for the things you don't have, because one day you will have it. If you're thankful for them, you know, I'm thankful for the blessings coming my way. You have to, whatever blessings that you're asking for, you know, you have to claim it and know that it's yours. Probably not right now. Stop saying I can't afford it. Change it to I will afford it one day. Start changing the way you talk to yourself, you know, and I always have to do that. So I listen to motivational videos in the morning every day. And I also probably go for a run or a walk so that I could get my blood flowing. Because, you know, life is crazy. Like, you could, everybody's going through something in life. You know what I mean? And this is just a way to block all of that and start attracting better things, better ways on how to deal with your obstacles and situations in life. I would say keep connecting with people like us that you want to be like, that you inspire to be like, and stop connecting with those negative people that is just gonna, you know, bring you down or not uplift you. You can't depend on nobody to uplift you. You just depend on yourself. It's great if somebody uplifts you, take it. You know what I mean? Encourages you and tries to guide you in the right direction. You can't do this alone. We weren't brought to this earth alone. You know, we need to work together, you know, but be specific on be selective of who you want to work with and who you're going to have around you. All right. Because if you surround yourself with 9 successful people, you definitely be the 10th successful person. And I've always surrounded myself with amazing people, even in the beginning. And I think that had a huge part of our success, because I never backed down from talking to the top earner or surrounding myself with people that make more money than me. You don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room. You always want to be somewhere where you're learning, where you're growing, where it's going to make you better. So I could probably keep going on and on.
I want to hear what everybody, if anybody has questions. Questiones. Nani said that she walked to a check cashing place and saw someone spend $500 on $20 scratch-off tickets.
Oh my gosh.
And lost each one of them.
Wow.
They could have taken that $500 and invested it in like the mailbox money thing.
Yes. Just something to make them more money. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
None of my kids are into that. Like I've taught them, I guess by not going and playing the lotto myself, they're not into that. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, before I changed my mindset and things like that, yeah, I played the lotto. Yeah, I wanted to go, okay, I had a number in my head. Yeah, I'm going to go and try to win this money, But success is not made out of luck. You know what I mean? You got to work for it.
You got to work for it.
I'll work for it.
So any questions, guys, feel free to unmute yourselves. We got Tina, Sharice, Brina, Julie's on. Woo-hoo. Hey, Julie. Nani and Jada's on. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to, unmute yourself and ask away. I don't know, Odie, if you had a question for Christina. So yeah, no question.
As long as you guys are gonna go out there and apply some of the things we mentioned today, that's all that matters, basically. So I think we'll be looking at your pages in the next couple of days to see if hey. Do you have a question, Tina?
So here's my thing, ladies. Like Marcy and I've talked about, so I hid from people. I was a bit of a hermit. I went through a big depression, a lot of health issues, and now I'm back at life. I got a year in at my gig, my job I do from home, but I get no response to my posts on any of my, like with my, I do Juice Plus, and I'm getting ready to start again with my econ, and peeps just basically ignore them or ignore me. How do I win them over again? Do I just keep with posting value and good stuff that's happening in my life?
Let's check out your page.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would say definitely continue to post motivational stuff and present the opportunity. But are you
engaging with other people?
As far, oh crap, ladies. I'm sorry, I'm on shift. Hold on. Oh crap, it's for me. I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm trying
okay.
to work. Okay.
We'll answer it for you. We'll kind of scroll through.
Back. Okay.
Let's see.
Do you see her page?
Yeah, I see it. Keep scrolling.
I think she needs to engage more with other people.
Right. That's what I was going to tell her, too. She should definitely engage to get more engagement back.
Yeah, she's got...
And she only has, how many friends does she have?
Oh, that's
mutual.
That's mutual. You could go into her friends probably and see. 1,000. Okay, 1,065.
Her followers are up.
Followers. That's good.
More than what I got.
But your engagement is off the wall, though, Nani, because you're always engaging with people first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep,
so, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, Christina, what would you recommend? I mean, let's see, Donna.
I believe she has to engage with other people more. You know what I started doing? I started going to my friends list.
But see, this stuff right here,
Engagement by alphabet.
like all of this, sorry to interrupt you, Nani, like all of this stuff, like this,
I
this
gotta go.
shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Cat videos, dog videos. But then again, and look, I don't know if this is this
that's gonna mess up her algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's also a shared post. There's a lot of shared posts.
Yeah. If it's a share post, guys, you want to share something like a training. You want to share something of value. You want to share, you know, something inspiring that makes people want to live the lifestyle, you know, or get out of that 9-to-5 mentality.
Yeah, and Odie says too she needs to post more value. Let's go to Nani's page. See, that's eye-catching, that cover photo right there.
Right.
That's huge.
And already, boom.
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 You know?
There's no question. Boom. It's a team. What's this? Everybody got shirts on.
Everybody got shirts on. Oh, snap. What is this? Oh, goodness.
It's already building some kind of curiosity.
Yeah, catching attention. Yeah, catching attention. Jada says she wants to say thank you so much for sharing this evening, Christina, and for really taking your time to come out. She said her baby just woke up, so she's not able to unmute or anything like that, but she is listening.
Awesome.
Don't forget that this is about like cried out, rise and grind. Now, Nani, what I will say, aw, my motivator. This is good. Now, what do you recommend, Christina, like between business and lifestyle posts? Like, just because I want them to hear from your perspective. I mean, how often do you post about the business versus like, I mean, we can obviously go to your page as well and see. But, and then of course, I mean, you're leading with the product and service or with the money.
Mix it up.
Yeah.
Why stay with just showing money? I get tired of that shit.
That's my problem. I'm too busy giving like value and not posting enough about the business. That's always been my issue. Like I need to balance it.
Yeah.
See, this is even for a shout out for Diosneti. He's my business partner. It's up in the description. You know, okay, that's her business partner. All right, let's, you know, just giving him a shout out. We look great. We're in a great area, scenery.
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not in no, you know, bummy looking scenery that looks like, you know, money. Mm-hmm. Even the cover page, everything, you know, I utilize going to the events. That's why it's so important to get yourself around, you know, get yourself to these events.
The events are so crucial. Because it's content. It's you know, all of these events, it's about bringing content back for your social media.
Exactly. Just showing the nice view that I'm able to enjoy. This is a business partner of mine. She shouted me out for helping her to inspire her to level up.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Huh?
Then we got our calls.
Put it in your bowl.
So we're going live.
So we're going live, providing value and sharing the opportunity with people.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to increase your cash flow and your credit score.
See, and this is the thing, guys, you know, like, look at all these ladies here, right? I would have loved, like Sharice was on. That's awesome. Look at, you know, Jenna and 2 of her team members were on, you know, and stuff like that. Like, this is another thing that I want to stress is, like, get plugged in, you know, like, get plugged in with us. And, like, really, like, when we're doing those lives and, you know, like, it's just because it's important for your face to be out there. Like, no one knows you. Like, if you don't put your face out there and, you know, if like I'm offering maybe for you guys to come on a call or, you know, like, I don't know, whether it's the webinar or the call with Christina and I, like, we've had so many amazing women on that call with us already that literally just stepped out of they built up the courage and stepped out of their comfort zone and said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to show up on those webinars. And then
it gets them exposed. It gets them exposed. It gets them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So getting exposure, you know, is another great thing. I mean, this is all, there's obviously offline strategies as well, but, you know, that you can definitely tap into and definitely build upon. And you know, I think my econ is great even for offline, you know, for people that are a little bit scared, you know, to be on camera and really put themselves out there like that. But I think you're leaving money on the table if you don't do both.
Because there's over, what is it, 2 billion people using Facebook. It's like, it's a crazy number that's on Facebook. And then if you just are local and, you know, you're just doing that hand-to-hand kind of business, you're really, I don't know, you're really limiting yourself for sure.
Yeah, I think both is a great way. And then also a lot of those offline people also, they'll go look you up on social media. I've had so many people that I met offline.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, you're on Facebook? Can I go add you on Facebook? Oh, you're on Instagram? You know, like I got into a conversation with a guy at the bank, and the first question he's like, oh, are you on Facebook? Because that's where people navigate to, you know, to like really go check you out. So that's why you also want to make sure that the online presence is there. Yeah. You know, that online presence is so important as well, even if you're going to do the offline stuff too, because I think, again, it's kind of like if you only use free strategies, then you're kind of leaving money on the table by not doing paid strategies. If you're only doing paid, like, you got to do both. Do one paid, one free strategy, do online and offline, you know, and then it just allows you to reach more people like that too. So
yeah, paid strategies are awesome. If you have a fan page, if you don't have a fan page, I suggest you create a fan page and go ahead and run a promotion so that you can start to build your audience worldwide. And then when you get that audience worldwide, you could narrow it down and just put US only. You know, whatever place you want to put, you could put US, you could put Canada, you could put, you know, Australia, you could put United Kingdom. You could really get into detail with a fan page and a business manager page. That's taking it to a whole different level and running an ad. You could create your video and put it on your fan page and then boost your post so that more people could see it. But if you create a fan page right off the bat, you don't want to just boost your post because it's not going to show to anybody. So fan pages are different. And it's more made for business. Right? It's more made for a business like we're doing now. So you could invite all your friends by a simple click of a button, and it'll send them a message saying, hey, go and like my fan page. So then all your friends are going to go like your fan page. And then that's building your audience. So then they're able to see what you're posting now. Okay. But then you need to go and promote your fan page as well. I would definitely encourage anybody to go and do that, because we've made a lot of money with paid advertising over the years with Facebook ads. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely dive into like a little bit of a training on that too. So
yeah,
that should be exciting. I'm still looking forward to that training though, Christina. I'm just saying.
I know.
Christina actually has a training. Christina, do you still have your training? That
I do have my training. I should just upload it in another training site, because I noticed now the training site that I did it was like 3 years ago. So their software, it seems like it's like taking long to upload my videos. It's like taking so long to upload, but I want to just download those or just like send the videos one by one or upload them into another platform. Yeah. Because that same strategy from 3 years ago. It was 3 years or 2 years ago. Still works to this day, even though that Facebook changed like the way things look.
Mm-hmm.
The same principle of creating that image that says you were made to thrive. In canva.com, you just create that image, you were made to thrive, with the yellow background and white letters.
Mm-hmm.
And then use that to promote your fan page. Okay, so when you use that image, you're going to put, for the description, the caption on top, you're going to put hit like this page if you agree with you were made to thrive, with the image that you made. So many people, I've used that strategy, and I was able to get 10,000 fans within 3 days.
Wow.
Just spending $20 for 3 days, or whatever budget you have. If you want to do $5 a day, I just spent $20 for those 3 days. Okay, and I got 10,000 fans, and I kept it going. I lowered the budget to like $10, and I kept it running for like, I think it was like 7 days. And then I reached, I think my fan page is at 42,000 likes.
Wow.
42,000 likes within 7 days. Whew. That was crazy. So then I started running ads, and it was reaching all those people, and it helped me to get engagement and things. It helped me to get a ton of signups. And I was with, what I was promoting then, I was with VA and MCA at the time.
MCA.
And it helped get a lot of leads. And then for Alfredo, I used the same strategy.
And with my income club, sorry to interrupt you, that's like the perfect system to run paid traffic through.
Right.
Because it captures your emails for you, and it follows up with your leads. You know, it's like the perfect system. It's like you don't even have to go out there and put a system together yourself. I mean, it's already there. Maybe if they want to do a bridge video, would you recommend that at all? Because I know that the opportunity video itself has got, you know, a lot of stuff in it too.
I would always recommend you do a bridge video if you can, because it makes a personal touch and people are not lost. I like when people make the bridge video, because it's like, okay, I'm still with you. I'm not like, I'm not lost on this another site that's like, where the hell am I now? And I don't see you anymore. I was communicate. I joined the business because of you. It doesn't matter what business it is. You know what I mean? A person joined it because of you. So when you create that bridge page, you just let them know, hey, thanks for opting in. Thanks for taking action. Now you're gonna take a look at a video that my business partner put together. Is gonna explain more about the opportunity. You're just guiding them a little bit. You let them go. You know, like go into the system.
Yeah, I think for me, the only tricky thing with that is I kind of would want them to opt into the My Income Club, because I don't know how to, because if we add a video right on the front, maybe just write a video right on the front, and then don't even let them opt in. Just like hey, thanks for clicking, blah, blah, blah. And then just click at the bottom with no opt-in. Maybe let that redirect to the My Income Club opt-in. I don't know. I'm sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I'm over here like listening to you, and I'm thinking out loud like, wait, how would I put that together?
Yeah. But that's why you could also upload your own video if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You could upload your own video and how you want to explain the business to them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Using My Income Club.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hi, ladies. I wanted to apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
At least he's a quickie. Sorry.
What? That did not sound right.
I'm a phone sex operator, girl.
Oh, shit. Get out of here. Wait, is that real?
This is being recorded, but okay.
That's my job.
Gosh.
And I'm good at my job, and I make good money.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize. I'm on shift tonight, but I didn't want to miss this call, so I'm trying to do both.
Yes, that's what's up. At least you're, doing both and taking action. And
Yeah.
It was like, wait, what? Oh God.
that was real. That
That
real.
was.
I used to be a phone sex operator, but now I make 6 figures online.
Ooh, that's really
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Yes, and then you could be, and then the guys are gonna be like, "Well, can you call me?" And be like, "Well, you got to sign up with me first. I'm gonna charge you $100, okay?"
Oh my goodness.
Roll out the dough.
Oh gosh, I can't.
That's right.
So we briefly answered your question.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted us to like go into it again, but one of the tips that one of the things Nani was asking is if you actually take time to engage with your audience.
I comment on tons of my friends that are on my list, post, interact. Is that what you mean? Like actually interacting
Engaging with them, yeah, on social media.
Yeah, I do tons of commenting, sending, and I reach out to folks when they're going through things. I send out prayers. I comment on their kids. I do all of that. I get completely, yeah. I do that a lot, but so many of my people are already into their own network marketing businesses that I tend to, I've reached out to them, but they're always like, I'm pretty happy. Okay.
Are you adding new people every day?
Now, I have not added anybody for a long time. I get requests every day.
Try adding people.
Okay.
And like when you post in those business groups, add people who are engaging on those business posts that you're putting out.
Okay.
Yeah, Odie also suggested value. She said maybe posting some more value, some value-driven posts, just like Christina had talked about, just going on Google and pulling up, 5 key marketing tips or whatever, or, because you said there's a lot of people in your network that are already in their own business, in their own network, but we don't know if they're getting the right training.
Right.
We don't know if the training that they're getting is, they could be struggling in their business. Like, yeah, they might be in other network marketing companies, but maybe they're stuck. Maybe they're having a hard time making sales, right? So if you can provide like 3 tips on how to close a sale, or 3 prospect tips, or 3 branding tips, or, things like that, that's how you can target those other network marketers.
Okay. Now, as far as what I'm posting, did the stream seem okay? Kind of varied? Okay. I mean,
well, we definitely looked at your page, and one of the things that stood out a lot was that you're sharing a lot of posts, and that really messes up the algorithm for you.
Okay.
Tremendously. So that's why your algorithm or the engagement on your page is so low, because you're sharing. Like right here is a shared post. Every time you share posts from like other pages, you're giving those pages traffic and not yourself traffic.
Oh.
You're actually sending traffic to that person's post.
And not me.
Exactly.
Oh, snap. I did not know. Okay.
Yeah, so all of those shared posts, and then also like right here, I would just remove like the shared posts. Try not to share. I mean, if you really like something and you find that it's like inspirational or kind of a little bit entertaining, I mean, it's okay to, have, I don't know, maybe one entertaining thing a week or something on your timeline, just so you can get people to laugh and get them to engage and stuff, something other than business. But I'm saying, like, keeping that balance there, not forgetting to share the value, and then obviously share the business results, and then value. That's another thing. So if you really want to share, I will say, like, if it's a picture, just save it maybe to your phone, or download the video and then upload it as your own, as your video. This way attention comes to you and not to the person that you're sharing, or the page that you're sharing from.
Question.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So when I have, like, where I have the hippie chick tribe and I have my victorious warrior, those are like the fan pages. If I share on them, do they affect my main page algorithm?
No.
Okay, cool.
As a matter of fact, if you upload onto those pages and share from the fan page to your personal wall, that might bring some traffic to your fan page.
Right.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Right. Nice. Make sure if you do share, it's something of value.
Okay.
make sure that it's something of the business that you're
Mhm.
presenting. Some crazy value that these people need to hear.
Mhm.
You know, not like cat videos and things
Well,
like
mine, okay, you're right. I do
Tina's obsessed with cats.
animals.
Tina has a
You know what?
cat issue.
If you
I
have,
do a lot of lost pet stuff.
listen, if you do have a passion for this, for animals, create a fan page. You will get a ton of people that like your fan page.
There you go.
Then you could share all the stuff that you
All
want.
the stuff that you want about cats on your fan page.
And it's
Okay.
and it's great because if you get into like e-commerce or something like that, and you want to sell like cat collars, or you want to sell some kind of crazy cat shit toy or whatever, I'm sorry, and you want to sell that, you go to your fan page. That's a niche. People love cats, and all buy. You could sell on, you could promote on your fan page, and then your personal page is not going to see anything that you post on your fan page unless you go and invite your friends to like your fan page.
Gotcha. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Niches, yeah. Everybody has a passion. Like we all understand that besides my econ, I'm sure you guys all have a personal passion, a hobby, or something that you like or whatever. So I really am glad that Christina brought that up. Niches, you know, like on top of like my econ. I mean, that's like a whole nother level stuff, but like e-commerce and I mean,
yeah, we have a niche page of the cash flow lifestyle. When we had the event going and we were promoting for the event, our audience was crazy because we were doing like calls. I think it was every day at 7. Somebody else new would come on and do a live from the fan page, and we had so much engagement, people asking for more info, and it was crazy. So creating niches and not just like branding yourself, you know, you brand yourself, yes, but creating a niche too, you could take it, you know, that would be a good avenue.
Yeah, that's really good. So yeah,
I have a question.
Do you have a question before we end off? No? Okay, for some reason I thought Nani had a question.
Nani,
I have a question, yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
How do you save a video on an iPhone and then share it?
Ooh, iPhone.
I don't know how to do that.
You need a laptop for that.
Yeah, because it's a big file.
Yeah.
So you can't do it on iPhone?
I haven't done that.
Not that I know of. If anybody else knows how to save a video, download the video to an iPhone from a social media platform, feel free to share.
I wonder if FB Down works on your phone. Try fbdown.net. See if it does.
What is it called?
Try FB. I'm gonna drop it in the chat here. fbdown.net. There you go.
But for sure, guys, on your computers, you use this if you see a video that you like and you wanna share it, but not actually hit that share button, because when you share things, you don't get as much engagement as when you're posting as an original post. So that's why we're telling you to download it and upload it as your own original post.
As your own post.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, you can try savefrom.net.
Yep. Savefrom.net is a good one too. I actually have used that
for YouTube
videos.
Oh, that's for the YouTube videos?
To take other people's links out of it. You can share it.
So I just learned something really interesting, and we can probably finish after this because it's been about almost an hour and 15 minutes. But so on YouTube, right? Like people are actually using other people's videos to create a following on YouTube even.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know, and like, but of course there's certain guidelines, like you can only use videos that have like a specific, I can't remember what it is, but like that's another great way for you guys to like even build on YouTube if you're like shy or you don't have a professional camera, you're not into the vlogging thing or whatever. if you guys want to pick a niche, even on YouTube, like top 10 billionaires or something, or top 10 millionaires or whatever it is, and just like, you know, download the video and like maybe put it into like a, I don't know if you're good with video editing, but there's a way that you can like, I think it's, what is it that I use? Oh my gosh, I'm brain fart. Yeah, but I'll plug it, I'll share it in the training group, but you can literally upload it into that software and then just edit it like your own way and then re-upload it. And then, you know, use different keywords and stuff. So that's another, I'm just saying for people that have been asking me about building on YouTube, that might be something cool as well that you guys can tap into, you know? Yep. So anyways, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much, Christina. If no one else has questions, I'm going to end it off. And I appreciate you all.